Hey, Speedy, welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We bring moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. All right, yesterday we had one of the biggest game for the Super Eagles of late. And a lot of Nigerian fans are not happy. Nigeria eventually lost that one after 120 minutes to Morocco, and then a lot of people are complaining. There are complaints over here, over there, just everywhere. And for me, Nigeria lost that one to through penalties, and I will say big ups to the boys. It wasn't an easy one playing against the Moroccan fan. It's not easy. There in Morocco, you can see the whole stadium was covered by Moroccan fans. It was just red everywhere, and the boys were able to hold their nerves and then play that one, even when some people complain. And I don't know if we have any reason to complain about the officiating, and not just the officiating in the Nigeria game. We are in fact, on the show today, we want to talk about the officiating in this year's AFCON. Yes, this year's AFCON. Then we'll be comparing it with the last AFCON. And is it that Africans are just sore losers, that when you lose, when their national team lose, there's complaints everywhere. When you win, you don't complain. Or this particular AFCON, there is officiating problems. That is what we want to discuss today. Also, yesterday at the same time, Chelsea were also taking on Arsenal. I think Rosinho got the EPL. Should I say the English football lesson yesterday? Arsenal's coach Arteta gave him the first lesson in the English top flight. Yes, Chelsea lost that one 3-2. Despite the fact that they are complaining about the error from the goalkeeper. Yes, the error from the Chelsea goalkeeper. Rosinho came out to side with his player. Yes, he shielded his players from all blames, and he's saying he's backing his player on that one. And if we can also, if we're talking on the show today, we can also go into that one just a little bit. But the major point is the officiating in the AFCON 2025. But before we go into all of that, let's bring up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria has imposed wide-range sanctions on athletes, coaches, and two state athletic associations following the conclusion of a special investigation into age falsification involving competitors at the 2025 Africa Under-18 and Under-20 Championships held in Abeokuta. The panel, constituted on December 9, 2025, was set up to examine allegations of age discrepancies among young Nigerian athletes flagged off by the Athletic Integrity Unit of World Athletics on December 2nd, 2025. The panel stated that confirmed cases involve athletes whose record shows significant discrepancies across domestic and international competitions, including differences spanning several years between dates of birth used at youth games, national trials, and continental championships. It concluded that the inconsistencies could not be explained by clerical errors and were linked to action taken during registration processes by coaches, teammates, or state officials. Based on this finding, the committee recommended that athletes found culpable be declared permanently ineligible to future age grade competitions, suspended for 2 years from all AFN sanctioned events, required to register with verified documents such as international passport, national identification numbers, and birth certificate, and stripped with immediate effect of all medals, titles, ranking, and prize money won at youth championships. The federation also announced the introduction of a compulsory athlete licensing system, with every registered athlete assigned a unique AFN license number for life, renewed annually and integrated into international athletics databases, in which it described as a new chapter defined by integrity, accountability, and modernization. The Cameroon Football Federation, that is the Cameroon Football Federation president, Fakafoot Samuel Eto'o, has been handed a 4-match ban and fined about $20,000 by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, for what is described as unacceptable behavior during Cameroon's African Cup of Nations quarter-final defeat to Morocco. CAF's disciplinary board said Eto'o had violated the principle of sportsmanship set out in Article 2, subsection 3 of the CAF statutes and Article 82 of the CAF disciplinary code. While CAF did not explicitly outline the offense in its ruling, the sanction is understood to be related to Samuel Eto'o's conduct during the match. In a swift response, Fakafoot criticized the decision, describing it as lacking any explicit justification, and expressed full backing for its president. The federation also raised concerns about the disciplinary process. Back to our topic of discussion. As the 2025 African Cup of Nations nears its climax, the roar of the crowd is increasingly being drowned out by different sound, the frantic protest of players, and the sharp sting of official petitions. What began as a celebration of continental football has pivoted into a heated debate over whether African refereeing is failing its biggest stars, or if the culture of the sore losers has simply found a new scapegoat. The controversies reached a fever pitch following Wednesday's semi-final between host nation Morocco and Nigeria. Despite a 120-minute stalemate, the fallout from Nigeria's 4-2 penalty shootout loss was immediate. Super Eagles defender Bright Osai Samuel did not mince word, labeling the officiating of Ghana's referee Daniel Nilaye as appalling. I am quoting him now. He said, "I am not saying that is the reason we lost," Samuel Osai told reporters, but he was making very wrong decisions. It was painful to see such refereeing in big games. The Nigerian outcry is far from an isolated event. The 2025 edition of AFCON had been haunted by a string of high-profile complaints that suggest a systemic struggle with consistency. We have the Algeria making a formal petition, and then there are referees that were sent home. Perhaps most frustrating for fans has been the perceived regression of the video assistant refereeing system. While the 2023 tournament in Ivory Coast was praised for near flawless VAR integration, 2025 has been marred by lengthy delays and controversial no call. And today I'm asking, are Africans just sore losers, or there is a problem with officiating in this 2025 AFCON? That is our question today. Is it that we as Africans are just sore losers? Whenever we lose, we cry, we complain, we blame that this is what the cause of our loss, or this 2025 AFCON there is a problem with officiating. The numbers to call is 0808 427 5464. I'll take the number again, 0808 427 5464. You can also be a part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. When you comment, I'll be here to read your comments live. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
This is Barnabas Onguga from North Bank.
Barnabas Onguga, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
How did you see the game yesterday?
For the question of today, let me just go straight to the question. Before I go to the question, I would just like to say I give kudos to the Super Eagles. The sharp pressures yesterday. We, the fans, we were nearly to just, let me just say, fight. If we have the opportunity to move to that place, to Morocco, that yesterday, it could have war between Nigeria.
No violence, please, no violence.
Yes. Let me just say, it could have been war between Nigeria and Morocco.
No, we don't use those such words on radio, please.
They brought the referee yesterday.
We can't prove that. We can't prove that.
To say the truth, for me, I can't say we complain. If the way you complain, for me, I would just say that is what is just written between Nigeria and Morocco. Let me just put it like that.
Okay, now what the topic we are discussing actually, is it that when in Africa, is it that when we lose, we complain and blame people, or in this AFCON, this very AFCON, 2025 AFCON, the officiating is terrible compared to the last AFCON?
Let me just go straight. The last one, let me just say this present one that we just right now. Let me just say this one is very, very terrible. We will have the referee and the VRS do their own thing in this one. It's difficult. Let me just put it like that.
Okay.
It's difficult.
All right. Thanks for that one, Guga.
We people have this people just do the referee this time around. Let me just say Morocco. It is them that holds the thing is in their country. So the way how those people officiate Morocco game. If you watch against Morocco against Cameroon, the same thing like this one.
Okay.
For me, I could have just said those people want Morocco to just break the whole history. Let them just do it and let it just be like that.
Okay, Onguga, you have made your point. Okay. Onguga is, if you hear the way he's talking, he's very bitter, and there are speculations that referees are actually siding the Moroccans, and I am asking on the show today: are the referees being poor, or is just that we are sore losers in Africa? Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, and welcome to the show.
Okay, it's Isaac from Lady Barra Extension.
Isaac, you're welcome. Isaac, are we sore losers in Africa, or the referee in this AFCON is just terrible?
Well, like every other championship, it has always been up and down. There's no any perfect referee in any championship or major tournament, even in football. So it has always been done that cut across the globe. From Africa to Europe, to North America, South America, Asia, everywhere there is always controversy. Controversies, even in European Champions League.
So you want to say that we are just sore losers? We should not just accept results?
I think we just have to accept it, because if you look at the event in the field of play, if you look at the performances yesterday, our boy gave up. I mean, they put up their best of effort, but I think the Moroccans overwhelmed them virtually in every department. Especially the first half, they were very dominant, and then look at. Just imagine Nigeria that paraded the best trio of world-class strikers, attackers. We had only one goal on shot in the first half. I think Moroccans studied us very well, and they were able to curtail and curb our attack, where our strength mostly lies.
So okay, let's not go into analyzing the game itself. Let's go into the officiating. How was the officiating?
Well, of course there were a few errors, but that's to me, as far as me I'm concerned, that would have cost us the match. Those errors, either error or perceived error from the referee alone would have cost us the match. Okay,
let's just one question before I let you go. This AFCON compared to the last AFCON in Cameroon, after that AFCON, there were Europeans that were even telling their leagues to come to Africa and see how VAR is being used. And now we are having complaints. Now, how can you balance those two, the last AFCON and this AFCON?
Well, I think the last AFCON, you mean, I think you reference to VAR, right?
Yes.
I think the last AFCON, the VAR, I think they did a very good job. They did a human job, very commendable job.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
Yes, this time around, there were just few instances, and that has been a trend world over. So that's my take.
All right, thanks for that one. Okay, he's saying, according to him, when it comes to officiating, it's a global issues, and people are crying everywhere, not just in Africa. Hello.
Good evening, Benny Kuji.
Good evening, and welcome to the show.
Yes, Ogondo,
you are welcome to the show. Ogondo, please, can you tell me, are we sore losers in Africa, or there is a problem in officiating in this AFCON? I'm talking about this AFCON.
Prediction to Africa in terms of officiating. Don't be surprised. We will not see any African referee in the coming World Cup because the whole world was watching us. In fact, about 30% of the decision taken by the referee were very poor. How can the whistle go? A player carried the ball and hit it away. You stood and didn't react. You saw when Basu was pulled down. Lukman won a corner kick, and the referee pointed to the goal kick. So it was terrible. The officiating damaged the image of the players. The boys didn't perform because of the officiating. He frustrated the whole team, in short. So the officiating made the boys not to play.
Okay,
we were just able to hold them.
Let me just ask you this question. There are speculations that the referee tend to be favoring the Moroccans as hosts. Do you agree with that?
Every person saw it. It wasn't he did something. He displayed it openly. The whole world saw it. And don't be surprised, that man may not be picked by FIFA to officiate any game because he displayed it too open. Thank you.
All right, thanks for that one. Okay. It's I don't even know how to say this. Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mr. Benny Kuji.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Thank you. Kenneth calling from airport.
Okay, Kenneth, hit us up.
First of all, before I go to the question of the day, let me talk on who I blame for Nigeria losing that game yesterday.
I don't like fingering players or calling players out. If we win, let's celebrate together. If we lost, let's celebrate together.
In this case, I will have to single out a single player.
I don't want you to do that.
No, please, I will beg you to pardon me.
I don't want you to do that, please. Just go on.
Okay, okay. To the question of the day, I I don't really think we are bad losers here in Africa, that we tend to fault the officiating whenever we lose. I think faulting the officiating or referees whenever we lose a game, it's not just peculiar to Africa. It's something we see every now and then, even in Europe. When teams don't get the required results, they tend to point hand to the things where they see that the officiating was against them. So it's not just peculiar to Africa, it's a thing of the world.
Okay.
But like for the game, I think Nigeria, we didn't really give our optimum. We didn't really give our best. I think the Moroccans were all over us all through the 90 minutes of that game yesterday. So I think for Nigeria, I will give thumbs up to Calvin Bassey. He really did a human.
He was just a beast in that defense yesterday.
He was just a beast in that game yesterday. Not minding the ref trying to calm him down for not giving his best, he still gave his best.
And he will not be available for the third place match.
No problem. That was what the referee on CAF, I would say, wanted. Because you can't tell me CAF, knowing what Nigeria stands to gain or lose when it comes to Ghana and South Africa, you appoint officials from these two countries
to officiate just
a game of that magnitude.
Yes.
We all saw how awful the center ref was yesterday. We all saw how awful the center ref was.
So there is this issue also that people are complaining that the referees seem to be siding or playing to support or officiating to help the Moroccans. Do you agree that CAF have an ulterior motive of helping the Moroccans to win this AFCON, like players like Asisat Oshoala made statements like that?
With what I saw yesterday, I think I will have to agree. I would have said I don't know, because I didn't get to watch all of Morocco's game before yesterday. But with what I saw yesterday, I will have to agree that yes, because they know that the only person who can do this thing which we want very well, perfectly, it's a Ghanaian. That was why they could appoint a Ghanaian center ref.
Okay, Kenneth is okay. Okay, all right. Kenneth is coming up clearly to say that CAF actually wanted us to be off in that competition. That's why they brought a Ghanaian to officiate that game. And I am just surprised seeing CAF, knowing the rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa. Then when it came to a game of this magnitude, you had to go and bring a referee from these places to officiate the Nigeria game. I don't know why CAF would have done that. Maybe one day they will come to explain all of this to us. But if you just join us, this is Speedy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. And we'll bring you sport moments of your life. And my name is Benjamin Kuji, also known as Benny Kuji. Our time is gradually winding down. Maybe I can just take one call, and then it will be over for today. Now, there were issues that I saw in that game that I wanted actually to talk about. Especially when the yellow card given to Calvin Bassey. For me, I was just confused because I saw Brahim Diaz actually fouling Calvin Bassey, and at the end of the day, Calvin Bassey was yellow carded. I was so shocked. And then this same Morocco we are talking about, they also had Cameroon. If you listen to the news aspect of the program, Cameroon is also complaining there, and because of that, Samuel Eto'o has been given 3-match ban. So I don't know how all of this is playing out in CAF, but eventually it will come out and we will get to hear about that. And I think this is the much we can take on the show. Thanks to all those that called. We'll be here again to talk about sports on Speedy Sports and African Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. I would say for me, to the boys, well done, well played. You did us proud. I'll see you next time. Again, from me to you, I'll say God bless your heart. See you again. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah. Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oh yeah. Él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor. Es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no. La ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, el que trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye.
As King Radio 90.